What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Better Biomed. Folks, I have a book here that was sent to me by Dr. Brian Bell. Over there in Florida, he runs HTM Workshop, and this is actually pretty interesting. I had no idea that he was writing yet another book. You're very familiar with his Essentials of Biomedical Engineering. This book right here, it's like the go-to Bible for many things. I'll leave a link to both these books in the video description. He released a second book, Medical Device Networking and Security. And how cool is that? I mean, I can't even fathom the amount of effort it takes to go into these books. And if you guys are unaware of who Dr. Brian Bell is, he's a fantastic person. First off, if you stop and see him in any of the hallways or whatnot, I highly suggest you guys link up with him on LinkedIn. He's always releasing some really good information, very knowledgeable, way more than me. And HTM Workshop, the YouTube channel, is actually beating mine. It's doing quite well. So I got to step up my game here. Holy cow. But anyway, the second book that we have here is Medical Device Networking Cybersecurity. And we're going to go ahead and set this guy off to the side. Excellent book, folks. I already did a video on that, though. So Medical Device Networking Cybersecurity, it's extremely comprehensive. Considering, let's see, it's 250 pages, something like that. But the amount of information in this book, you guys know that I've been extremely busy, and I sit down and I try to read about a half hour or so worth of material, and then I step away. And one of the things that you would really dig about his books is that he doesn't just give you the material. At the end of every chapter, he gives you review questions, as only a professor would, right? A normal author of a book or a normal engineer would just write a book. Maybe have some questions at the end for you to think about, but at the end of every chapter, he has review questions. And I really dig that format. So anyway, folks, this is a well-illustrated book, brand new, 2024. In fact, I'm extremely thankful that he shipped this over. He's got, I already talked with Dr. Brian Bell about this. I am a huge supporter of QR codes. So like right here, it says for videos on HTM and BMET topics, subscribe to our YouTube channel. In the future renditions, he's going to have a QR code here because there's nothing like it. It's the best. So there's Dr. Brian Bell. Fantastic dude. Like I said, just blows me away in my understanding. And he's actually got several contributors to these books, as you would expect, because the quantity of information that's in this book is just insane. So table of contents, we've got networking, cybersecurity, cybersecurity and healthcare, because obviously there's a difference. And then it goes into medical device security case studies, which I think is one of the coolest parts of this entire book. I really got caught up, and I've read a couple of the case studies multiple times because they actually go into detail on how some of these devices could potentially get hacked. If you guys have seen any of my videos, you guys know that one of the things that I love doing the most is reverse engineering things to try to figure out how does it work. And it's kind of cool because they give some real life examples. So anyway, in the beginning, it goes into networks, and it goes into some pretty good detail, network topography, etc. And right here are some of those questions and answers and activities that I mentioned before. One of the examples is, which model, known for its 7 layers, was developed by the International Organization for Standardization, ISO? Which network model was it? What's the primary responsibility of the transport layer in the OSI model? See, that's really cool. Even if you're not into medical device security, I would suggest getting this book because I've told many people before, A+ certification is something that almost every biomed should strive for, especially if you like computers. You should just strive for it. Medical networks are inevitable going forward, and even if you only read half this book, you're going to come out leagues ahead. So anyway, then we go into networking, the cables, the network tools, pretty much a comprehensive list, man. And then he goes into wireless because wireless is obviously one of the weak points of all networks. And he gives a pretty good example of that. I love the illustrations. They do a fantastic job. The explanations, they give a lot of keywords, like the ones here in bold. And in the back, there's actually a glossary where you can go into more detail on many of these terms. So which of the following is a correct example of how to use the tracer T function? And it gives several examples. That's outstanding. Dr. Bell, you have done a marvelous job on that. So then we get into medical networking. And let's just go right to the back. Communication, healthcare, cybersecurity. Let's go into some of the cool stuff that I'm just digging. So they go into a lot of international regulations because obviously healthcare is an international field. The data from one country definitely has to transport and migrate to another one. Furthermore, medical equipment is a very international industry. Devices are manufactured in Asia, they're manufactured in Europe, and then they transport over to here. They have to be compliant with multiple standards, right? It's pretty cool. Here's some of the exploits. This is so cool, guys. I really hope you dig this. So theory of the exploit, understanding the target. They really get down and dirty. And they even talk about some of the scripts that you can run with lines of code and examples, which I think is pretty interesting because once you understand how something could be done, this is just one example. And it's an older medical device. So it's a device that's been out for what, close to 20 years, the Alaris Medley system. And the fact that it's even still in service is amazing because we didn't even think that computers would be even close to where they are today 20 years ago. But here's a device that's kind of survived. So you're talking about what you got to do. Oh, this is one of the coolest features. They're talking about breaking out of kiosk mode and some of the dangers. So Windows itself is normally an operating system, and kiosk mode is like a feature where everything's kind of locked down. And I love trying to break out of kiosk mode with a lot of these OEM installs. And here they actually show you how to do that. Now, I try to do it pretty close to the same method, and then you go step by step. You try to get to a browser or an Explorer shell. That way there you can see the files. And if you can get to that level, then you can really do some stuff because it's very possible that they didn't lock everything down. Very cool. So, and then they get into some of the EMR, and then they get into some of the stuff to be cognizant of. Folks, medical device, networking, cybersecurity, I highly suggest you guys check this book out. Even if it's something to keep on your shelf for further reference, if you're not going to use it to study, use it for further reference. In case somebody says something that doesn't quite make sense to you, you can always look back on it. I would highly suggest you guys pick up both of these books and use it as part of your self-study process, okay? Everybody has to have this. And if you don't have a self-study process, you need to get one because biomed is an ever-evolving career field, clinical engineering, and this is just pure proof. You've got two things right here. Both these books are highly relatable to each other. You're just talking about the evolution of medical technology, networks, and medical technology. And in my 20 years as a technician, we couldn't have fathomed being where we are today. Medical networking is the future, folks. Get the book, check it out. Links down below. Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content. I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below with what you'd like to see in future videos.